Hello everyone, Irish Warlock here, and welcome back to our Star Trek Resurgence Let's Play with Part 5. I'm going to pick things up in just a minute after I do a quick summary of what went down last episode. So, as Jara, we attended the Peace Summit on Hotari. Kind of got a feel for everyone's opinion and what they all thought was going on, and all of that. Definitely kind of found out that something is going on behind the scenes. Seems that, we were invited by the Hotari to kind of help negotiate peace. You get the impression that they don't want peace, and that not all the Hotari are playing on the same side. We know that when the Hotari drove the Illydians off the moon and out of the mines, they did it quite easily, and it coincided with the weird storm that's going on in space. People think may not be a coincidence, and that they also found something in the mines. Also, when we were asked our opinion on who should control the mines, we said the Hotari. That was all as Jara. As Carter, we found out what was keeping the Resolute and other ships from entering warp drive, essentially. It's something coming from the moon, and we, through the help of a Hotari by the name of Tylas, who's like an advisor to the Queen, we've discovered that there was some sort of device or relic found down there. Not really sure what it is yet, we only just found it out. And the last interesting thing is that when Spock, the captain, and Jara got back to the Resolute, Carter found something strange, like a strange crystal on the shuttle. Miranda, Carter's girlfriend, was a bit suspicious of this and took it away, essentially for security reasons, before Carter could do any tests on it. Saying that, yeah, he could still do the tests, just in security. But Carter thinks she's acting a bit weird. I think she's acting a bit weird. I think she's either is being controlled or has been replaced with someone. My current theory is that the Changelings and the Dominion might be involved, but we'll see. So, let's jump on in.
Commander Rydek was able to work behind the scenes during the negotiations and made contact with a representative from the Hotari delegation named Tylas. She mentioned an unusual artifact of unknown origin being held under tight security within the Hotari Palace, which she believes came from the mines on Tau. Now, this artifact might have a connection to the revolt, to the storm, and to the warp disruption we now know has been targeted at the Resolute. Commander Rydek, if you want to take it from here.
Of course. Tylas managed to infiltrate the heavily guarded location within the palace and sent us these scans using my tricorder. It appears to be some sort of control panel, possibly connected to the warp disruption weapon originating on Tau. Of particular interest is this symbol, which we couldn't identify the origin of.
The Federation database has records from a vast number of civil...
I forgot about the symbol.
If anyone from Starfleet has come across this before, the system should recognize it.
Cross-referencing with Federation records.
Displaying symbols from Federation database with a 90% probability of match or higher. Select a symbol to further analyze.
I don't think it's Klingon. Probably not. Maybe. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Alright, now's that one. Sorry this one video hasn't come out in a while, like nearly 2 weeks since the last one. No, I don't think so. No. I just been, if you saw the Final Fantasy 16 most recent video, you noticed I've been quite busy with work and a lot of other stuff. I didn't have a lot of time to do a lot of recording, So I just decided to prioritize Final Fantasy 16. So yeah, I'm trying to get back and do them all now a bit more regularly. Although they will be a good bit longer each time. That could be it. This video will probably still be about the normal 45-ish minute mark. No, that's not it. But probably the ones after this will be a little bit longer. It's just I was a bit delayed getting out of work today, so I don't have a lot of time to do recording and editing before I gotta go to sleep and go to bed and everything for work tomorrow. Hey, there we go. Close enough. Not the Dominion anyway.
So, what are we looking at?
The design and composition indicate this is a glyph associated with the ancient Khan Empire. Their civilization collapsed over 600,000 years ago, but once spanned millions of systems with a population numbering in the trillions.
Fascinating. The Takan were once the most advanced, most powerful civilization in the galaxy.
Is it possible the Hotari found Takan technology?
I wonder if they even know what they have.
Our knowledge of the Takan is limited. I have only encountered passing references to them.
Actually, I've heard of the Takan.
You have?
Quite impressive, Commander.
Computer, summarize the Enterprise D's discovery of a Takan outpost.
Okay, I knew I recognized the
On
Takan.
Stardate 41386.4, the USS Enterprise D, under the command of Captain Jean-Luc Picard, discovered a Takan outpost in the Delphi Ardu system. According to the mission summary, an unbreakable energy-draining field was deployed against the Enterprise and a Ferengi ship. The Enterprise was only able to escape after negotiating their release with an entity known as Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Takan Empire.
Unbreakable energy draining field. It starts to make sense.
What else is there?
Don't remember that episode.
Let's take it piece by piece.
Select the aspect you wish to learn more about.
I don't remember this episode, but let's find out about the planet.
What sort of planet is Delphi Ardu 4?
Delphi Ardu 4 is an M-class planet, a barren rocky world with little to no vegetation and frequent ion storms. The giant crystals that grow there absorb energy, but it is not understood how they do so. The entire Delphi Ardu system, consisting of 11 planets, was considered completely uninhabited until the encounter with Portal 6-3.
Frequent ion storms. That can't just be a coincidence.
Portal 6-3.
The Empire is actually still around.
Or at least was, 16 years ago.
Computer, what other information do you have on Portal 6-3, Guardian of the Takan Empire?
The entity known as Portal 6-3 is of an unknown nature. A biped humanoid, he was unaware that the Takan Empire no longer existed at the time of the encounter. He was able to control the crystal-based technology of the Takan outpost through apparent telepathic means. It was by his choice that the Enterprise was released from the energy draining field after Commander William T. Riker of the Away Team argued on behalf of both Starfleet and the Ferengi.
Telepathic control of their technology.
As I have said, they were the most advanced civilization in the galaxy.
I remember the episode now. It was literally from season 1. It's episode 4, The Last Outpost. The first episode that the Ferengi ever appear in. Not really a good episode, unfortunately, and a very bad depiction of the Ferengi. Thankfully, Deep Space Nine fixed that years later.
There appears to be some sort of restriction order from Starfleet. Computer, explain this restriction.
A Starfleet directive similar to General Order 7 forbids entering the Delphi Ardu system or attempting to make contact with Portal 6-3.
Starfleet doesn't throw up a no trespassing sign for just anybody.
I suppose it makes sense considering what happened to the Enterprise D.
Yeah, I wanted to double check General Order 7. That's what that was from sort of the original series and Discovery about not being able to go to Talos from like the original all the events from like the original pilot revolving around Pike.
The technology to capture and hold the Federation flagship would have to be unbelievably powerful. Computer, what else can you tell us about the energy-draining field the Takan used?
The Enterprise D was unable to break free on its own. The precise nature of the technology was never fully understood. Only that the crystalline technology used was beyond the comprehension of then-current Starfleet science.
The engineering team found a quantized spin crystal formation in the shuttle you took to Hotari. They registered tetrametric radiation coming from it.
We have Takan technology on board right now?
We might. I'll run a full analysis in the containment lab.
The Elydians should have crushed the revolt. But if the Hotari have Takan technology and can control it, I see why they're willing to negotiate peace. For all we know, this could be just the beginning. And we're up against something greater than we can imagine.
Let's not let on what we know.
For now, it's probably best we don't let on how much we know.
Play our cards close to the vest. Smart. I agree. Then when the time is right, we can confront them.
Diplomatically, of course.
Right.
We've been able to triangulate the source of the ionic interference and warp disruption to a specific mine on Tau. Engineering used the latest data from your shuttle to pinpoint its origin. There.
So we know where to look.
We need to know what's down there. What the Hotari are hiding. To better understand what we're up against. And to neutralize it if we can.
Captain, embarking on a mission to the Hotari moon would not be viewed favorably by either side. However, given the circumstances, we are entirely within our rights to defend ourselves.
I just want to make sure this doesn't blow up in our faces. Which is why I'm thinking of sending Commander Rydek on a covert mission to Tau. Assuming you're up to the task.
Damn right.
Require absolute secrecy. And obviously, it's not without risk.
I'm always ready.
I'm ready for action, Captain. Just say the word and I'll be there.
I'll admit, I wish I could go myself. I'm hoping Tylas can accompany you. The priority is to avoid detection. It's a calculated risk. The last thing we need is to get caught and then blamed for violating our neutrality and aggravating an already tense situation. We can't afford any mistakes, which is why I've chosen you.
Risk we have to take.
It's a risk we have to take. We need to know what we're up against.
Agreed. And of course you'll have the full support of the Resolute throughout.
We must take every precaution.
Get in touch with Tylas and make the necessary arrangements as discreetly as possible.
Bridge to Captain Solano. The Elydians have moved additional ships to the edge of the Hotari system. Current heading is straight for the homeworld.
Understood.
It would seem we no longer have the luxury of waiting. In that case, may I suggest you and I return to Hotari Prime. Doing so will provide Commander Rydek as much time as possible to complete her mission.
Agreed. We'll hail the Queen's delegation from my ready room. We all know what we need to do. Dismissed.
Petty Officers Diaz and Edsolar, where is the crystal formation that you found in the shuttle? I have tasked Ensign Calloway with performing a full analysis of the tetrametric pulses.
Security brought it to the containment lab.
I was just there. They don't know anything about it. Security...
I knew something was up with Miranda. God damn her.
She's the one that had the crystal formation?
Yeah, her and the rest of the security detail from the negotiations.
Diaz to Maris. Carter Diaz to Miranda Maris.
Commander Westbrook to Petty Officer Miranda Maris. Respond.
Something's not right.
She's still on the ship. She has to be.
Computer, locate Petty Officer Miranda Maris.
Petty Officer Miranda Maris is in the isolinear storage array on Deck 5.
I'll go find her.
Good.
I am sure Mr. Diaz can attend to this on his own.
Okay, Miranda, where are you?
Someone improperly pulled these isolinear chips.
I love all the little nods to technobabble. Oh, hello.
Who did this?
Nice and quiet. Let's take bets. She being controlled? Is she changeling or a shapeshifter of some sort? Is she Section 31? I don't remember if I thought of that one, but could she be Section 31? Just gonna check back here. No, it's okay. Walk actually slowly.
What the?
Oh, it's just you. I'm busy right now. Why don't you come back later?
What's the matter? Were you worried it was gonna be someone else?
No. I mean, I'm glad it's you. But I'm through here, so I can't stay and chat. I have other things to do. Sorry you came all this way for nothing.
Where are the crystals? Come
Hold
on.
on a second. Commander Westbrook said the crystal formation we found in the shuttle never made it to the containment lab. He sent me to find you.
I don't know why he'd say that. I brought the crystals to the lab myself. Whatever he told you, he got it wrong. All I know is where I left them.
Westbrook wouldn't lie about that.
Are you really so sure?
I just said he wouldn't.
Then maybe he's mistaken. I don't know. Look, I appreciate that you came to check on me, but I'm fine. You worry too much. We're on a starship. Nothing's gonna happen to me here.
You're acting weird.
I'm worried because you're acting strange. One minute you're citing regulation to take the crystals, and now you don't seem to care that they've gone missing. And what are you even doing in here?
Will you drop it? I don't like being interrogated, Carter.
Hey, wait up!
I'm getting some very mixed signals from you right now. I'm sorry. I'm under a lot of stress right now. Just tell Chovak or whoever I don't know where the crystals are, and let me go about my business. I know we have some things to figure out, I don't have time to stand around and debate with you.
Nah, I don't trust her
I
anymore.
know what it is, but you're
I
hiding something.
never trusted her to begin with.
Storage drive.
It's secure data. It doesn't concern you.
Miranda, hold on.
No. Get out of my way.
So I see you found each other.
You were taking so long, the commander sent us to see what the problem was. Diaz, you were sent here with specific orders, and fighting your crewmate wasn't one of them. What the hell is going on here?
Let's just let them explain.
I'd like to hear that, because I know what it looks like.
There's something seriously wrong with her. She's not herself, I'm telling you.
What does that mean?
It doesn't mean anything.
Well, for one, she was copying data onto this.
This drive is unauthorized.
There are ISOs all over the floor.
And that's why I was in here, investigating this situation. And when Carter came looking for me, we got our wires crossed. It wasn't anything more than that.
Even if that was true, it still doesn't answer what happened to the crystal formation that she took. And she isn't helping.
I can't tell you what I don't know. I brought them where they belonged, and that's where I left them.
I don't know what's going on here, but I think we need to call it into security. She can explain herself in the brig.
Hold on a minute. We don't need to put this on anyone's permanent record. Carter said you're not yourself. If something's wrong with you, we should head to sickbay and the doc will fix you right up.
Yeah, I haven't felt right since I came back from Hotari. I think I should see the doctor.
You two know her? If you really think she's not well, we can take her to sickbay first. But what I know is this is a security breach, and we should treat it as such.
Please, just let me go see the doctor.
She did have a bumpy ride back on the shuttle. Come on, Carter.
Okay.
We should get her taken care of.
Let's take her to sickbay. It's better than the brig, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Fine. Get checked out by medical. You two go with her. I'll put this back together.
Oh, I hope that was the right decision.
Rydick here.
This is Zermatt. Any trouble getting to the surface?
I'm really starting to miss transporters.
As long as this storm is around, you'd better learn to like shuttles. But if you can find the cause of the interference, we might be able to get back to transporting.
As if I needed another incentive. We both know there's a lot more than that riding on this.
Fair enough. You'll need to get in and out of the mine undetected, so I hope Minister Tylas can help in that regard.
So do I.
And to keep this covert, we'll refrain from contact unless absolutely necessary.
Understood. Rydick out.
Violet, are you? Really quickly. By myself.
The ionic interference is coming from underground. I should find a safer way down there.
Yeah, I didn't think I wanted you to jump down the pit. Definitely wasn't my thought. that flashing her trying to signal me, or was that else?
I saw your shuttle take off. Hopefully no one else did. It's good to see you. Even under these unfortunate circumstances.
When you called to give us a scan, it sounded like they caught you. I was worried you'd been hurt.
It was nothing I couldn't handle.
Lead the way. I'll fill you in on what we've learned about the situation.
Follow me.
The device Galvin and Sidron brought back from the mines is being used to control some sort of warp disruption weapon that has the Resolute trapped in Hotari space. According to our readings, the power source for that device is on this moon, at the specific coordinates I sent you.
That sounds impossible. But explains the rumors of the Hotari controlling the ionic storm.
We strongly suspect the device was created by an ancient empire known as the Takan.
The Takan?
Once the most powerful civilization in the galaxy, but they've been gone for over 600,000 years.
It's hard to believe there's something like that on Tau.
Which is why I need proof. If we find hard evidence that Galvin and his allies are hiding dangerous Takan technology, I can convince the Federation to let us intervene.
Understood. We're almost there.
That's the mine?
Prospect 614 North, Subdivision 20.
It's enormous.
Just one of the thousands across Tau. The pride of Hotari.
How do we get inside?
The structure that circles the mine has entry points for transporting equipment into the lower levels. They're guarded, but nothing I can't get past using my authority.
Well, that's good to hear.
As long as you can avoid being seen, I should be able to talk my way past any miner. And provide a little distraction for you in the process.
How do I avoid being seen?
You don't use the door. How dare you! Don't you know who I am? I am Tylas Altaris, Minister of Diplomatic Affairs.
That's not...
The Queen would be furious to hear you tried to deny me entry.
the Queen. But I just...
You just what? Just now realize the trouble you've made for yourself? And who exactly do you think you're going to report this to? Because I'll be reporting it as well, to someone much further up the ladder. You have no authority here. Do you understand who pays your wage? I can inform the Queen directly of this instance. You'll regret everything you've said here today. You should have opened the doors the second I am here before you.
That's not the protocol. I didn't know
Each second you delay my entry will be recorded, processed, and permanently marked.
Where is she?
I can't believe this. Does your brain function? Do you speak our tongue?
Minister, I have...
Okay.
How could a fellow Hotari not understand this?
Over here first. Don't have to go the other way, but
I've reached the end of my
yeah.
patience. Escort me to the maintenance bay.
Someone takes their breaks up here.
Now.
Maybe the same guard who left that window unlocked.
A wise choice.
I suppose the view is nice.
Lead the way.
Okay, there may be someone up here with me then. Gotta be careful. Can anything? Yeah. Okay, let's keep going.
Not going that way.
Well, obviously.
Force field. Looks like it was installed recently. No safe way around it.
Okay.
Okay. Let's get a look inside you.
Prevents solid matter from passing through. 1 or 2, I should say. Signal receiver that controls activation. And here. Component focusing on pattern of the
Full system access. Let's see if I can just... Bingo.
easy as pie.
Better hurry. Not sure how long she can keep him busy.
Let's just look in here. Or is that just telling me I could... No, not that.
Something in here is keeping that door closed.
Oh, okay. Well, skipped a little bit there. A component that processes DNA scans of those who attempt to enter the door does not store records. Use trigger for activation. Okay. Bit of an oversight that doesn't store the record, but good for me, I suppose, had I touched it. Prevents solid mass from passing through. Contains records of personnel with access to...
Got it.
Ah, so I can fake it.
Remove the security check on the door.
Oh. I said, I don't know if it was the last one or that, like, some of the mini games weren't that great. I'm liking it now. This kind of like more in the field doing stuff seems to be a lot better. Yeah. Don't get caught in that beam. That would be my suggestion. Right then. Better keep our eye out now for anyone coming.
I didn't come here to educate an imbecile on royal protocol.
Of course not, Minister.
So I will be about my business here, and you will take yourself out of my sight. There you are.
You really let that guy have it.
It worked, didn't it? I'm used to having to throw my weight around. Hard to get anyone to listen to you otherwise.
I'm impressed. I didn't know you had it in you.
There's a lot you don't know about me. Underestimate me at your peril.
A little bit of flirting here.
Booby-trapped.
Galvin and Sidron have gone to great lengths to keep out the uninvited. Well, we're inside. Where do you want to start?
The ionic interference is coming from below us. We need to go deeper.
That lift goes down, at least to the changeover station. But we can't use it without DNA authorization from one of the guards.
I have an idea, but we need a few samples of DNA from the miners who work here.
Samples?
Fingerprints, sweat, blood.
Which will trick the machine and get us control of the lift.
That's the theory. Let's test it. No luck. Unless this console thinks I'm a Hotari guard, it won't work.
The guards work out of that building back there. Might have some DNA.
Do you think we could just find a way to climb over this?
Possibly. But the console on the lift itself is locked by the same system that locks this ramp.
No shortcuts then.
I'm sure you can figure something out.
This facility doesn't seem well maintained.
That was it? Alright.
An Illydian console.
All the managerial technology in the mines is Illydian.
So they can keep an eye on their investment.
That's how it is.
Alright.
Wow, that is a lot of DNA. I should look for the most concentrated spots.
I know that's not what... that's a lot of DNA. My mind went to one thing, and I know that's not what she meant, but...
Hygiene clearly isn't a priority down here.
Oh wait, I need that. Okay.
Not concentrated enough. I should try somewhere else.
Okay.
Not enough. Gotta keep looking.
Take my food, so...
There's gotta be stable DNA here.
That's enough.
DNA sample. It's only partial, but a few more should do it.
Okay, now we need... Grid crystal?
Use this. Good. That's another I can use. Just need one more sample.
One more.
This'll work.
One and two and three.
Perfect. That's enough to make the DNA profile.
Brilliant.
Time to go back to the lift.
Roll.
You're not coming inside?
There are some things I'd rather not smell.
Fair enough. Are you okay there? Right then.
What's in all these containers?
These contain mining supplies, tools, energy packs for machinery.
Shouldn't mining supplies be inside the mines?
It is troubling. If the workers here aren't mining...
What are they doing?
It worked. Theory proven.
I'll get it started.
Ready? be okay. I've survived worse than this.
Well, I haven't. But I'll put my faith in you.
Lift going down at an angle. What could be more video gamey?
Jara. Stay back. There's a guard at the station. We'll have to hide.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
You watch your tone with me. I'm Tylas Altaris, Minister of Diplomatic Affairs. I speak for the Queen herself.
This is a restricted area. No one gains access without the approval of Galvin or Sidron.
Wait.
US Gawad Abawencha.
Let me go!
God no, I regret that.
Are you alright?
I don't know.
Are you injured?
No, I thought if I could talk my way through like always, I'd be fine, but... I'm a diplomat. This isn't what I do. I've never even fired a weapon. This is just... It's real.
You can do this. Talk her up.
I wasn't ready for this.
Tylas, you can do this.
I don't see what you're basing that on.
All you've shown me so far is an iron-willed determination to save your people. I don't expect that's changed.
No. No, it hasn't. My authority has never been challenged like that. It meant nothing to him.
So we should assume any Hatari we encounter from here on can't be reasoned with.
Agreed. The only loyalty they have down here is to Galvin and Sidron.
Can you switch over the lift?
Guard should have a scan card that will allow us to operate the switch.
Got it.
He's not dead, is he? He's still one of my people, and I didn't come here to take Otari lies.
My phaser's set to stun. He'll be perfectly fine, just unconscious for a while.
I see. We don't have that sort of technology on our weapons.
Good to know. Energy readings are emanating from this tunnel. It's sure to be guarded in there. Stay low and follow my lead.
Fortunately now they're gonna know we're here, so let that play out.
Is that all dilithium?
Not all of it. We excavate large chunks of rock that contain varying amounts of dilithium ore. It's sorted and processed at the collector ship above.
More guards.
I take that as a sign we're getting close.
I'll get a closer look. Looks like they've improvised a barrier.
Yes, we must be getting closer.
that card, don't we?
I'm afraid so.
We don't have time to wait for them to finish whatever they're doing. We'll have to try to keep low and sneak past them.
I'm starting to see the utility of a phaser.
I wouldn't stand a chance against all three of them. Can you open that door?
Not without that scan card.
I don't like our options here. I have to get us that card so we can open the door.
How? If they detect you, Galvin and Sidron's followers are clearly willing to kill to protect whatever's in this mine.
Hey, I'm trained for this. I'll be fine.
What should I do?
Avoid being seen. Stick to the edge of the room and meet me at the door.
You're trained for this, Jara, but I'm in control, so fingers crossed. Enemies can see you if they're looking in your directions. Goes up all the way, you'll be caught. Yeah. Classic gaming stealth. Enemies will take predictable paths, but all standard gaming stuff.
Almost done here.
Yeah, voice there. I just for some reason went instantly popped in as a what are they called? Vegetarians from Mass Effect.
Then get back to work, and we'll complete the plan more quickly.
Which now just makes me want to replay the Mass Effect remastered trilogy.
Good. Good.
Easy. Got it. I'm sure this is safe.
I'm not worried. He's led us well so far.
I'd melt if I went through there.
Obviously.
Been waiting for so long. Patience, brother. We'll get our chance. It's inevitable after all. That it is.
Stay close.
Then
What?
Motion sensors.
yeah, I was wondering what they were.
Will be found.
Invisible to the naked eye.
They could be anywhere. How will we get through?
I caught her. Oh. So this is how I have to do it, is it? Oh.
No!
Oh, damn. Oh. Alright then. Let's try that again. Weird sideways run there as well, Tyler. Yeah, okay. Right again. Oh yeah, I think I see the one I missed. Right.
What? Motion sensors. They'll trigger an alarm. We'll be found.
Invisible to the naked eye.
They could be anywhere. How will we get through?
Oh, I don't need to scan them again. Oh yeah, we're just a bit slow. All the way to the box. Faintly. Okay, so I can go to that corner anyway. And yeah, we'll go here. Oh, no. Alright, well, one more try. So, yeah, I think it was actually this horizontal one that got me. So, crouched. Yeah, it wasn't so hard. I think we're gonna wrap things up now and see if chapter ends or not. Ooh, that's a lot of blood, I assume. Oh. Really not cleaned up the dead since they took back, or... Oh, God. Yeah, they really just left it like this.
This?
It's where the uprising started. Hotari don't do this. We defend ourselves, but we don't kill on this scale, this level of savagery.
There's no such thing as a bloodless rebellion.
I don't know if we should keep going. So much death.
Go to the dead.
Like them.
We'll make sure they didn't die for nothing. What we learn here could save the rest of your people.
Okay. Okay.
Whatever happened here, it made the Illydians abandon the mines. Let's find out what they're so scared of. The Hotari fortified the side of the room opposite the door. It's a good tactic, but a few crates aren't going to stop fully armed Illydian soldiers. How did they win? From the blast marks, it looks like the Illydians had far greater firepower. Tylas.
Whoa. That's...
What kind of weapon did this?
This is like nothing I've ever seen or heard of. My people don't have a weapon that does this.
What else can you tell me?
Crystal growth of an origin lodged inside the Lydian's skull amidst low levels of matter radiation. Crystals appear to have grown from inside the flesh after initial infiltration. Process removed several internal organs randomly. Oh, not fatal instant deaths. Illydians have 4 hearts. All are stopped and evade.
What an awful way to die.
Hey, you're telling me.
This must be why the Illydians are so afraid. Technology that surpasses their own, in the hands of the Hotari that they've lorded over for centuries.
Where did this weapon come from?
Well, the crystals are giving off tetrametric pulses. If I set my tricorder to search for that frequency, it'll lead us right to the source. The Illydians shot to kill.
But if they killed him, why was he shot in the back?
Huh, you're right. The shot came from the side the Hotari were defending.
We don't kill our own. And he wasn't just caught in the middle.
Killed by the same crystallization as the Illydian.
Whose side was the killer on?
Okay.
This makeshift barrier forced the Illydians to enter from the service corridor, creating a choke point. Quite the advanced tactic for a species that's never waged war.
Right, we're going over there. Okay, so yeah, we gotta go in this way.
Tylas, you may not want to look down there.
I've come too far to... What is this?
They've been dumping bodies down here.
Unforgivable. Galvin and Sidron will be made to answer for this.
Tylas, what is this machine?
It's for tunnel boring. The cone on the front is covered in disruptors that allow it to melt through the solid rock.
They don't seem to have finished the tunnel. Why stop here, I wonder? Think they parked this here on purpose?
One way to find out.
Need any help?
I've got it.
This concentration of tetrametric radiation has never been recorded. Whatever they're hiding, it's right through here.
Okay, I think this is the best point to end it, because video's going on for quite a while, a little longer than I actually intended, and as I said, I don't have a lot of time this evening to get it rendered, edited, and all that before I need to go to sleep, because I got to be up early tomorrow. So, as always, we'll just go through everything that's changed here before we move on. So, for Jara, I think it was only the Captain, Solano, the Lieutenant Bedrosian, and Tylas. So, Captain Solano couldn't help but be impressed by Jara's fearlessness with regard to the mission to Tau, despite the evident risk. Lieutenant Bedrosian was awestruck by Jara's fearlessness, but how to address the Harry threat during the senior staff meeting. I know how to read, don't worry. Tylas felt proud after Jara supported her the way she handled the guard in the mines on Tau, but she was shaken by her encounter with another guard, so she was grateful for Jara's encouragement. Carter, I think, and she was insulted by his suspicion, but did at least appreciate it when he sent her to sickbay instead of the break. I really want to know what's going on with Miranda, but we will address all that next time. So, if you did like this video, do feel free to leave a like and a comment. If you've got any tips or suggestions, do leave them down below as well. It's all appreciated. If you have any theories on what's going on as well, leave them down. Is Miranda being controlled? Has she been replaced? Is she a shapeshifter? What is exactly going on down in the mines, and what are these weird crystals growing out of people? Whatever is going on down here, is the Queen involved as well? Like, what's happening? But anyway, see you all next time.